Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq guy. You join me for a pilgrimage to the very first Tesla Magic Dock Supercharger here in the state of Connecticut. So it's in Enfield, Connecticut at a local grocery store called Big Y. There's 12 stalls and I'm gonna go and check it out. It just opened today. I got my Ioniq 5 here. I'm currently testing the Ioniq 6, but this is at a more optimal state of charge. We're nice and low. We're at 22%. I should show up with about 17% state of charge by the time I get there, so we would get full charging power. We don't really know what we're going to get though. I've heard reports of people using Magic Docks recently and getting 50 kilowatts. I've heard some people getting 100. Now, my car has the latest ICCU update, the latest VCU update to the powertrain, so my car should have everything installed that would allow it to take whatever Tesla's willing to give. So let's head over to the Enfield Supercharger with Magic Dock and see how it does. All right, guys, so we got here. We've got 42 miles of range left, 18% state of charge, so we should pull some pretty good speeds if we are going to. So let's go ahead, open up the Tesla app, and we will see how this goes. All right, guys, so first plug-in, it is working. We're pulling 20 kilowatts, 42 kilowatts. I'm gonna get in the car and see what it goes up to. The big problem you're also gonna find here is that the layout is not conducive to our cars in terms of the cord length here. All right, guys, this ain't looking good. We're only pulling 42 kilowatts. So the battery is plenty warm. It's sitting at just about 70 degrees, which is perfect. Couldn't ask for a better battery temp. But yeah, this seems pretty lackluster, but hey, it's better than nothing. I will say though, if this is the charging experience that you get as a Tesla owner, I see why people buy Teslas. I literally opened up the app. It knew I was at the station. It asked which charger I was actually at, so I was at 1A, so I pressed 1A. It said push in, pull out, put it into the charge port, and within 30 seconds it was going. So yeah, I can really see why Tesla is the gold standard here, because I've never had this quick of an experience at EA. Granted, I've had a lot of good experience at EA. I've had some awful experience at EA with getting the app to work and getting a charging session started. I've also had issues with the app thinking I'm charging for multiple days and not being able to get it to clear out, and that has been extremely frustrating. So to say the least, this is a pretty good experience, and on routes where there's currently not any high-powered chargers, I will take 42 kilowatts. Right now it's estimating 1 hour and 12 minutes to 80%, which, yes, that is quite slow, considering our cars can do that in about 18 minutes in ideal conditions, which we have the ideal conditions right now. It's just Tesla is not allowing us the power. So what I have been told from somebody working inside at Hyundai is that this is on Tesla's side of things. Tesla is doing a slow rollout in increasing the power provided to EGMP cars, 800 volt cars like the Lucid Air, as well as Hyundai and the Porsche Taycan. So they are slowly checking it out and kind of seeing how it's working. I've been told that it's going to go up incrementally. I've heard reports of 100 kilowatts, but I'm definitely not seeing that today. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. This might be a slow rollout. This Tesla Cybertruck supposedly is going to be an 800 volt architecture vehicle. Unlike the Model 3, the X, the Y, all those are 400 volt. They can charge nearly twice as fast because it's double the voltage. So I am really hoping that with the Cybertruck release that we will get 800 volt switchover at Tesla V3 stations, as well as when they start putting in V4 stations, which are already being implemented across Europe. At least the dispensers themselves, not the electrical hardware that's actually connected to the grid. That has to be upgraded as well, or something has to be done to it. But this is good. I'm glad to see that it's working. I'm happy to see that Tesla Magic Dock is really starting to kind of spread across the country. If you look at the map today, they filled in a bunch of stuff in the middle of the country over the weekend. This one literally just went live earlier today. So I wanted to get out here tonight, to make sure I could share with you guys my experience using it. But anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and let it charge at 42 kilowatts. I just wanted to see what the experience was like, so I'm gonna cut my losses and head home. Not to mention, this is pretty expensive at 51 cents per kilowatt hour. At home, I can charge for 21 cents, so less than half. So I'm gonna go do that. So I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Are you a new or existing owner of a Hyundai Ioniq 5? Then check out my store because I got a bunch of cool new stuff to show you. So obviously you got the OG magnetic eyewear holder, but I've also got a new magnet shaped like the Ioniq 5 wheel. Do you like big 40-ounce water bottles or tiny little cans? Well, I've got both. This one shrinks your cup holder, while this one enlarges it. I've also got some for the rear seat. I've also got a keychain that resembles the charging indicator in the charge port, and if you don't even want to see this charge port indicator when you're charging at night, you can go ahead and cover it up with this little guy. These LEDs flash very bright at night, so you might not want people coming over and looking at them, and when you're done, thanks to these two little nubs, you can go ahead and store it right in your charge port. I design and 3D print these all myself, and every single sale goes towards the channel and helping me grow it a little bit more. So you can purchase any of these products from the links in the descriptions. If you're international, please use my Etsy store. If you're in the US, you can go to my website, ioniqguy.com. You can also purchase them right here without leaving YouTube from the store on my channel page. And if you have any custom requests, shoot me a message because I'm always open to trying something new. So I appreciate you checking them out, and I hope you like them.